championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Stanford Cardinals. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Bringing it out, it's Jones. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The shotgun, handoff inside.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. There's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. To the back. They got him down out near the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Toss play, back heads to his right. Nowhere to run. They're corralling for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Split backfield here. From the shotgun, here's an inside deal. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Nice grab. It's Black. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll get the first-time yards before they finally bring him down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Well down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Stanford has moved into the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Cardinal offense lines up 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Almost a business decision here by the ball carrier. Nothing at all, so instead of lowering his shoulder to take on the defense, just kind of makes his way out of bounds for a short loss.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. It's Nolan. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. But he's got some space here. And some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started, and then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
Here's the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
You know, Chris, we call games every single week. It's not very often you see teams lose yards like this and then get right back to the line and go up-tempo. Let's see if it works out.
And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? To throw, it's Nolan. Going for his running back. Short hands, it's Jackson. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it, but to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one can hurt you.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. What a catch and run by the junior.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the kick.
Keeping him on the ground here. Now stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's a run. Running back's got it. That's out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. They'll give it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, and it's good for a first down at the 47.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Down the middle. It's 4. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And Duke has the lead here. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. That's the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal. There was no catching him that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Over the middle. It's Miller. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. This pass is on target. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That completion sets up an important third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
catch made in space. Look out. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Blue Devils with 1st and 10 here. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wide end. Big catch. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's got it again. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And a player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll run it here. They bring it down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. On the run, it's Ford.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's got the first and still going. In his place at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. They're going to run it. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
first and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? They'll try to run this one in. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Toward the goal line, going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go, third and goal coming up. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And from the shotgun, inside handoff.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
Looking to throw. It's Jennings. It's another deep shot. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. Past the 50. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick this away to start the second half. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The shotgun running back play. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, they're going to they come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Dropping back, it's Nolan. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job of the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The first down and still motoring. Breaking free at the 35. They finally stop a big play, moves the ball to the 22. The Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And they hit him in the backfield. It's a loss on this play. The defense just tired of seeing that running back get loose for big gains.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. It's the RPO to the right. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal, to put them on top now. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT puts it in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Good throw to the left. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. It's reeled in. It's Jones. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Blue Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. It's Jones. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw it again. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. Her last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
It's a toss to the left side. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Stanford needing this fourth down conversion. From the shotgun, drops back. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. He's brought down to the root backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back. It's Jennings. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's broken up. Great play by the DB, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Finds the receiver in the middle of the field. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Ball handed off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That's another touchdown. An old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line. He decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And here's a handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. What a ride it's been so far. We're set up for a classic finish to see who's going to claim this conference championship. Let's take one final look at the stats. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And the back gets the football. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The shotgun run call. First down, looking for more now. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. Could be 55 yards. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Hits the ground. It's Jackson. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Gonna run. It's Davis. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Stanford now operating in the red zone. Takes the handoff again. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Stanford getting set for the first and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Down the middle, it's Davis. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Stanford. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. The conference championship may come down to this drive. Can they reach the end zone? On first down, it's play action. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on third down. You run the football, find the lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this third and medium.
He's found some room at the 45. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Here's the target, and it's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Chris, I love to see this. Nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing by checking it down to his back, who's dangerous in the open field, picks up some really good yards. But that clip, oh, here he goes.
Touchdown, Duke. Too much speed for the defense.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and your game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. To throw, it's Nolan. Makes a quick route, and it works. The first down to the 35.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
We are all even. Less than a minute to go. Testing the right side here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's a deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The Blue Devils will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Kick it away here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the 3rd overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that 3rd series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Now, near the sticks, it's Elliott. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he goes nowhere to stop. Cole behind the line of scrimmage. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench. just too easy. Nice kick.
So they line up now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. As the first down is still going. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Keep it on the ground on first and goal.